I'm a big fan of spoopy horror, creepy occurrences, and especially anything inspired by true stories. But when I need a break, I whip out my phone and spend some time with Best Fiends. It's a cute, casual mobile puzzle game. I just hit level 89 and I'm not stopping anytime soon. It's fun and challenging. I have to actually think my way around puzzles, like strategically using characters I've collected to beat other levels. Plus, I like the artwork. Most of the characters are these quirky little bugs versus slugs. I really enjoy that Best Fiends updates the game monthly. We're talking new levels plus events. It doesn't need an internet connection, which is very important to me. So I've been playing this game everywhere, in elevators, on planes, in my rideshare. This game has over 100 million downloads globally, and I can see why. Engage your brain with fun puzzles and collect tons of cute characters too. 5-star rated mobile puzzle game on the Apple App Store and Google Play. Download free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R, Best Fiends.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? Click, click, shh. The following story was inspired by a submission from Ellie. Legend has it that in a rural Navajo town called Many Farms, there was once a fruit tree orchard behind the lake. The town's less fortunate would steal from it late at night when the owner was asleep. When he finally caught on, the owner was so angry that he asked the devil to turn him into a tall, hairless, and incredibly fast monster to scare away the thieves. The orchard may be gone now, but all the town's elders claim that the monster is still there, waiting to attack anyone who comes near his property. Click, click, shh, they'd say. That's the sound he makes, like a horse clicking and dragging his feet. If you ask any of the townspeople about this legend, they'll tell you about a man named Coy. He was working for a construction company building a new gas station. If the work went into the night, he was paid overtime, so some nights he would stay as late as 3 a.m. But every morning, his grandmother, who he lived with, would beg him to come home earlier because she was afraid of the click-click shh. Coy would always laugh her off. Does it sound like this, Grandma? He'd tap his cheap, oversized boots twice on the ground and drag them, while chuckling at his poor grandma's reaction. You listen to me, young man. Something lives by that lake. I've heard it, she'd insist. But he'd pretend not to hear her as he ran off for work. One night, when he was working late, a pair of elders on his crew began trading their own stories. The first described in eerie detail a tall figure with jaundiced yellow eyes that crept through the trees along the lake, watching him. The other claimed he'd run for his life once after fishing at the lake at night. Coy found himself taking a pause in his drilling work to hear the stories. When his foreman walked up and told him to get back to work, "Sorry if we scared you," the first elder said. "Those old stories don't scare me," Coy replied. But seeing the fear in his eyes, the first elder gave a knowing nod. That night, driving home from work, Coy's truck suddenly shut down. The battery had died, which meant he would have to walk the rest of the way home. As he started the 5-mile trek, he noticed the beauty of the moon shining down on the lake and chuckled to himself about the elder's stories. And that's when he heard it. Click, click, shh. Coy stopped and turned around, but nothing was there. He walked on, and there it came again. Click, click, shh. Thinking it must be the elders from work messing with him, Coy stopped and said, "Very funny. You can come out now." Click, click, shh. Coy turned again to see a figure in the tree line. It was tall and shaped like a human. Growing angry, Coy slung a rock at it when, suddenly, it charged at him. Terrified, Coy ran for his life. The click-click followed his exact footsteps. He ran faster and faster, but the monster was catching up. As the end of the lake came into view, he was certain he'd be safe if he could just get to the other side. But then, Coy's oversized boots came loose, and he tripped and fell over. He heard the click-click shh as he turned to see its piercing yellow eyes and 6-inch claws glistening in the moonlight. He was tall, at least 7 feet, and his pale, hairless skin was covered in scars and goosebumps. His mouth looked like a shark's, several rows of teeth protruding. Coy looked up at the monster and whispered, "I'm sorry, grandmother." No one saw Coy ever again, or so they say. So pay a visit to many farms. You just might hear the click, click, shh in the night. But if you do, don't bother running. You won't be fast enough. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially Coy, who had a character named after them in this episode. If you'd like to join our VIP program, visit patreon.com/snarled.
And my dad's birthday is coming up, and I had no idea what to give him. He's one of those, "You bought that? I could have built that for you" types, right? No idea. Until I saw Sapphire's wedding photo turned hand-painted portrait done with paintyourlife.com. I've seen it up close, and it's beautiful. I mean, she married her best friend, and that's immortalized not in the cloud or on a screen, but in handbrush paint. So a picture of myself and Dad is going to be the perfect gift for him. My major hurdle is choosing which photo of us for paintyourlife.com to use. I might use the picture of when Dad and I lived in London and we took a picture in front of our stop on the tube. I am still deciding, but once I do, at least everything else is streamlined for me. I get to choose the artists, and I'll be in contact with them throughout the process. Plus, if you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded. I'm really excited about this. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 30% off your painting. That's right, 30% off and free shipping. To get this special offer and to see Sapphire's painting, text SS to 484848. That's SS to 484848. Text SS to 484848. Message and data rates may apply.
Want more Something Scary? You can hear more stories over on the Something Scary podcast, available for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. The links are in the description below. If you'd like to submit a story, send me an email at somethingscary@snarled.com. Like and share this video if it gave you the chills. And don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and turn on the bell for notifications. And if you dare, follow me on social media. Until next time, sweet dreams.